Hey guys, so normally I do a 30-minute kind of warning before I get on to live, but life happened today and I was unable to get out that notification. So I'm doing this now and it's 8, almost 8 here. So I know it's almost like 9 on the East Coast and it's a little bit earlier, of course, on the West Coast. So hopefully I'm catching y'all at a good time, and hopefully y'all are starting to enjoy these 12 days of sales tips that I've got going on. And today, the sales tip that I sent out today, if you didn't see the graphic on either this page or my Instagram page, was what is your zero level? And I'm going to really kind of quickly talk about it because honestly, one could do probably a 30-minute, 2-hour live on a zero level. But here is the basic thing about zero level. It is what is the least you are willing to do in your business a day in order to keep it profitable, in order to keep it going, basically. So this concept came to me about 6 to 8 months ago, somewhere in there. And I learned it from a really amazing lady. I consider her one of my mentors, and her name is Diane Hockman. And when this first got presented to me, I have to admit I was a little baffled by it, I guess, because I didn't think I totally wrapped my head around the concept. And like I said, I could probably do a 30-minute to hour live about this, but I'm going to try to keep this short today. Basically, the gist is, like I said before, is what are you willing to do? What is the bottom line that you're willing to do daily for your business? And when I actually wrapped my head around it, another friend of mine, her name is Jen Johnson, said this analogy to me, and it made complete sense. So, one of the things I don't talk about very often is I love to cook. I am a cook. My grandmother was a chef. She was actually our food editor of our local newspaper for about 30 years. My mother is a cook, so I just grew up in the kitchen, and I love to cook. And in fact, if you ever came over to my house, I don't know how to cook unless I cook for like 50 people. So leftovers for everybody, and I feed like the whole world. But one of the things, so the kitchen is my sacred space. That is my sacred space. So when I cook, I cannot just leave my kitchen dirty. I may put things in the sink, but other than that, everything else has to be clean. And so that's my zero level, if you get that. So, like I said, I just can't leave a pot. I just can't leave a pan on the stove. I can't leave the dishes out somewhere that's dirty. Like, everybody has to put stuff into the sink or into the dishwasher, or else nobody goes to sleep or nobody does anything. I just can't have my kitchen being dirty. It just, like I said, that is my sacred space. And so that's kind of the way you have to think about your business. Your business is your sacred space. So what is the least thing that you have to do daily to do your business? Most of the time people's daily method of operation is meeting new people, writing their list, and putting out a piece of content. So if you had a super busy day, which one of those three that I just talked about are you going to do in order to make sure that your business goes on? And I will tell you, for the longest time, I didn't have a zero level. I just said, I'm too busy today. I'm just not going to do anything, and that's fine. And then one day turned to the next, and one day turned to the next, and the next, and the next, and it became a snowball to where it almost killed every momentum that I had going on. And so what are you going to do daily to keep that momentum in your business? Are you just going to write your list? Make sure that you at least write your list every day. Are you at least going to make sure that you connect with some people every day? Or are you at least going to try to put out a piece of content? So what I want you to think about tonight is, where is your zero level? And what discipline is it going to take to make sure that you have a zero level? Because if you don't have any, we talked about discipline yesterday. If you don't have any discipline in a business, then you have no reason to be in business. You're basically a hobby. And if you got into this business world wanting to make a difference and wanting to make some more income for your family, or wanting to be free, or wanting to travel, or whatever that was that you got started in a direct sales business, find that zero level. Find the one thing you know you have to do daily to make sure that the momentum is slightly kept up. So, like I said, I was trying to keep this as short as possible. I know I came on here a little bit late. Maybe at some point I will do a longer live on zero level, but that's what I want you to know today is, what is your zero level? What is the minimum that you are going to do to keep the momentum in your business going? So, hope you enjoyed this tip. If you did, make sure that you like, share, comment, all that kind of good stuff, and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 3. Oh, and before I forget, if this is your first time ever watching me and you want to know what the hell's going on, I am doing the 12 days of sales tips. It started yesterday and it'll go to the 21st because I'm taking off weekends. But make sure you're on my list, and I will put a link to that down below because I want to make sure that you're getting this stuff early and you're starting to marinate on it before I come on and we talk about it. So, and I want your questions too, because this is so much more fun when I have interaction. So, hope y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all tomorrow.